Hi, Ashley with ThankfulMama.com. Let's talk about another travel breastfeeding pillow. Earlier I talked about the Travel Boppy, and I could not stop raving about how much I loved it. This time we're going to talk about the Travel My Brestfriend. You know, you guys have hopefully watched my original version of the My Brestfriend, and you know that I definitely enjoy that nursing pillow. I think it's almost a must-have for any nursing mother, especially when you first start learning to breastfeed, because it gives you so much support, even more so than the Boppy because of the way it wraps around you and connects, and it's firmer, and it gives you a lot more in that sense of support than the Boppy does. I like them both, but just as far as support goes, it's a little bit less flexible, therefore more supportive. So I was really hopeful that I was going to like the Travel My Brestfriend just as much as well. When I got it in the mail, I had read a lot of the reviews online, on Amazon, etc., and read through the product on their product website, but you still don't know till you have it in your hands. So I got it, and it's great. It does have some really great features. I think for me there are a couple drawbacks, and probably why I'm going to say I prefer the Travel Boppy over the My Brestfriend, but let me go and go over them and you can make your own decision. So this is just the packet, so it looks very from the directions, everything is very similar, and the benefits, I mean the features, are very, very similar to the original version, standard version, except for you're going to see it's inflatable and deflatable. So this is the packaging. They had a couple different fabrics. This was the only one available at the time. So inflated, you can tell it looks pretty much the same, just slightly smaller, proportionally to the original My Brestfriend. So it has the latch, which is a somewhat quiet release if you want to release it when the baby's sleeping and you know you're not going to make a loud noise. It wraps around you just like this, and then you connect it. It's got an adjustable strap, so depending on the width, circumference of your mid area, you can make it smaller or longer or shorter. So there. So it pretty much works the same as the other. It has the nice pocket here for a burp cloth or a diaper, pacifier, water bottle, whatever you want to keep in there. It's similarly contoured as the original one. It has, like I said, it wraps around you. When it's around you, it has the lumbar support in the back, just like the standard size version. Yeah, and the cover is machine washable. Now let's get to what makes it a travel version. So when you get it, I've already inflated this and put it together for you. So this is the end of the putting together process. We're going to kind of go in the reverse, and I'm going to take it apart for you. So you unzip the cover just as you would the standard Boppy, or standard My Brestfriend, sorry. And you go ahead and pull the cover off. Like I said, it is machine washable. And this is instead of a cushion, this is the inflatable, it looks like a little something for the pool or something. So you get it, when you first get it in the packaging, it's all folded up really tightly, and so is the cover. And then you take it out and you have to inflate it. So it has like a double valve here. So you take the little valve out. Like I said, it's kind of hard. Not going to leak on you. Okay, so there. And this is how you would blow it up. So right now mine's actually a little soft. It has lost some air. So I'm going to go ahead and inflate it for you just so you can see. Oops, sorry, I actually forgot to pull it out. So you have to pull the valve out. So you can see how I did that. It's elevated now. When you're done inflating, you kind of push it back in so it isn't sticking up. So that's pushed back in, and then to actually inflate it, you need to pull it out. So there, I pulled the valve out. You just pull the little inner cap out, and you would blow. So that's how I inflated it a little bit more, and it has lost air just sitting in here. So I mean, really, it's not going to lose air while you're breastfeeding on it. It's pretty supportive. So you can see it's inflated now. To deflate it, you're going to go ahead and pull the big cap off and deflate it. So there you go. So you would deflate it, fold it up, and this would actually be excellent for fitting into a carry-on if you're going on a flight, or a long flight, an 8, 10, 12-hour flight, and you want to have something with you. The Travel Boppy isn't going to be so good at folding up. It's, it's larger, more cumbersome in that sense, so you're not going to be able to pack it into a smaller carry-on. So this is where the My Brestfriend kind of wins out. But let me just show you where the drawback starts. It's not as super easy to get the cover on, and it's always a process because you're always going to have to unpack it, inflate it, and then put the cover on before you can use it. So you're going to go ahead and put the main cap back in. Excuse me, I just worked out, so I'm a little short of breath. but as you can see, it's not that easy, and it's going to take you a couple times unless you just have great lung volume. All right, so now I've inflated it. I'm going to stick that smaller cap back in. I'm going to push it in. All right, there we go. And now I'm going to put the cover on, and this is the part I just don't like, which is probably why I won't use it that often. So you want to hold it right side up. This is the top part. I'm going to kind of sit it on myself like that. You want to align this with it. So I always look for the pocket that's going to be on the front left-hand side. So I'm going to fit it in this elbow first. Kind of pull it around here. Got to make sure it's pulled taut, otherwise it will not go on. There's no extra fabric here. All right, so you're going to put it on this way. Then I'm going to kind of flip it up like this to put this little leg in. And I make sure the ends are in first. Then I worry about getting everything else on. All right, so that's in. I'm going to start with this in and just start zipping and working it in as I go. You guys, if you get this, you may have some other ways that are better, more methods to get the cover on. If so, if you think if you can do it better, please leave a comment in the comment section so you can kind of give me some tips, because I would actually love to know how to do this better. It's just a little tight. You also, a trick I read online was someone was saying that they actually didn't fill it up all the way. They put the cover on partially, then added some air. So there we go. I almost have it. There we go. There, as you can see, that's now the case is on. So that's pretty much the My Brestfriend, the benefits, you know, the advantages, disadvantages on its own and compared to the Travel Boppy. It is great, but like I said, I really truly think that even though it's much more packing friendly, that just for convenience sake and actual softness and support, I actually prefer the Boppy. My Brestfriend is great. Anyways, I've rambled on enough now. You guys probably have more information than you needed. Good luck. I hope this helps. And until next time, go enjoy your baby. Thank you.